Hey everyone, I wanted to show you how to use Apple Visual Intelligence on your iPhone. It's a pretty cool feature. Okay, so the first thing you will need though is you will need an iPhone 15 Pro or iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is an iPhone 15 Pro Max or any of the iPhone 16 models. So the regular iPhone 16 or iPhone 16 Plus, what you are looking for is you're looking for the action button that is on the side of these iPhones. And so what we're going to do is we're going to program that button to be Apple Visual Intelligence. So the first thing I want to do is we'll go ahead and log into the phone. And you want to make sure Apple Intelligence is turned on. So you go to Settings, Apple Intelligence, make sure this is turned on. I have ChatGPT on mine, so I have it turned on. Plus, I also have a ChatGPT Plus account. I can do more advanced search queries with my phone with ChatGPT Plus. So make sure that's turned on and Apple Intelligence turned on. The next thing we want to do is we want to go into the action button on the on your settings. And so right now I already have mine turned on for Apple Visual Intelligence, but there's things like the camera, there's silent mode, there's flashlight, there's voice memo. That's another one that I like to use. But we're going to put it on Apple Visual Intelligence. And so you leave it on there. We're going to click on Settings. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and turn off the phone. And now what I can do is I can actually hold down the action button on the side of the phone. And we're going to bring up, I'll show you. So holding that down brings up Apple Visual Intelligence. And it looks similar to like the camera app, but it's a little different. So I'm using a golf club here. This one is an 8-iron Ping Zing, just as my example. So you can take a picture of anything. So I'm just going to use the golf club, and so I'm going to go ahead and hit this white button to take a picture of it. And now I have two choices. I have Ask or Search. And so if I use search, that will actually search, show you. It will actually search for the club, and it'll show you that it is for sale on eBay. All these different clubs and things. So that's kind of cool. So you can, look up objects that maybe you want to buy, and it'll show you like eBay or wherever you can buy this club. This time, instead of search, I'm going to hit ask. And so ask will bring up details, let's say. So I want to say, how is this club best used in golf? And now it's searching, working with ChatGPT. And there we go. Then it has the information right there. The Ping Zing 8-iron is best used for approach shots, typically from distances of 130 to 150 yards, depending on the golfer's skill and strength. Okay, I am going to hit the action button on the side of the phone and bring up the Apple Visual Intelligence. So see, the action button takes it right into the Visual Intelligence. I have search and ask, and then the little camera button. So I'm going to actually take a picture of this electronic key safe that we use in real estate. And so the first thing I'm going to do is, now that I've taken a picture of it, I'm going to click on search. And so with search, it'll tell me, it's interesting. It has, it'll find similar boxes on eBay for sale, or other places that I can buy this key safe, which is pretty cool. So I'm always looking at adding ones and getting a good deal. Here's one on Craigslist. So anyways, that's pretty cool to do that. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to click down here off the screen, so it still shows the box, and then I'm going to go to ask. Let's see, that's me. There we go, ask. Okay, I am going to ask, how do I use this key safe? All right, cool. So use the SuperBox LE key safe. Download the app, enable Bluetooth, open the iBox, retrieve place keys, secure the box. So interesting. There's some information, and I think you can copy this information by clicking these two that little circle right there. I think you just click on that with the arrow, and then go to notes and see if it copied it. So I'm just going to go paste. Yep, it did copy it. So if you click on that little circle and then go into a note, it copies that information in there, which is pretty cool. So that's just another way to use the Apple Visual Intelligence.